This is a series called Analog Tech where I cover cool gadgets that have no batteries, no microchips. It's just an appreciation of good design. I'm really excited to cover this product because I have a big soft spot for modularity, and this water bottle has actually a pretty good ecosystem of modules for it. So this is made by a company called Modal. The company itself is fairly sustainable. They are 1% for the planet and climate neutral certified. And they make a silicone modular water bottle. Sorry if it looks really dirty. Silicone is a great material, but it does pick up a lot of grime. And so the bottle itself is fairly large. And as you can see, it has an opening on both sides. So the first thing we need to do to make it functional is put some lids on it. Here's my modules. It came with this nice little mesh bag for carrying everything. So these are just the normal lids, and I'm just gonna put one on each side. Okay, so at its most simple, that is now a functional water bottle. You can just open one of these up to access your water or whatever you store inside, because it would actually be fairly useful just to use as storage. You'll see why in just a minute. But let's change out one of these lids for what they call the Go mod. So if I just put this on, and I take this other little piece, all I do is I put it on this little spigot here, and then it has a sport lid for just drinking your water. On the other side, there's a spot to add a straw. Put that back inside. So now you have a sippy cup. But here's the thing, if I take this piece off, I can add a hydration tube to it. And then I just throw that on instead. And now you've basically turned your water bottle into something like a Camelbak. And with the straw inside, the orientation doesn't even really matter. And this is actually something that I've used on road trips mostly. I've just set this in the center console and been able to just drink water with that. But let's add another important piece to it. So it comes with these loops, and it's just another little piece of silicone, and it can attach to any of the lids using these little notches on the side. Thread it around there, and then at this point you can attach it and just create a loop, or you could thread this through something. So like if you have a spot on your backpack or a molly strap or a hook, you could thread it through, attach it on the other side, and then have it securely mounted. So I've hung it up like this before, and then what I've done is, because this is silicone, I've just sort of opened the hydration line like this and then squeeze the bottle, and it just creates this like little jet that you can shoot. So for camping, I've used this as a way to just rinse things down. But they have another piece that's called the super loops. This is a super loop, and it has all these little holes in it so that when you attach it to one side, so if you want it shorter, you just do a couple loops less and then you can attach it. So what's cool is, I don't know why I actually have so many of these, but you can use it to attach the bottles to some really cool places. The one that you see a lot is attaching it to the top tube of a bike, because if you pivot the loops up like this, the top tube can just run the length of it. Honey, where is my super loop? You can easily hide the loops. They're just at this perfect length where you can pivot it out of the way there. But let's go over some of the other mods that I don't have. So they have what's called the Pure mod, which is a water filter, and I think it just attaches inside to the Go mod right here. So yeah, if you wanted the filtration built right in, if you don't trust the tap water or whatever. So then they have what's called the Rinse mod, which is another lid that you put on that has a bunch of different holes in it, and it's basically made to squeeze the water bottle and just shoot out a shower of water. So as you saw, I did that with the hydration tube, but if you're trying to have something that's just one-handed, that would be a great way to like shower down your feet after the beach or something. Then they also have the MagClip, and so I think that they saw that a lot of people were using the loops to attach this to a bike top tube, and if you do that and you wanted to run the hydration tube to it, you wouldn't want this to fall and get caught in your wheels or something. So the MagClip is just this little piece that sits on your handlebars, and it just holds the hydration tube for you so that you can pick it up off the magnet, drink your water, put it back down. Then finally, they have a Sling MOD, which if you had it set up just like this with a loop on either end, then you can use the Sling MOD to basically carry the water bottle. But it doesn't mount right to their little notches or anything. It just kind of holds on to the loops like this. So you can actually use pretty much any strap, any camera strap for that. Let me actually just grab one. So like if I have this Peak Design camera strap, I could just throw a couple of, so if you have some of these extra accessory loops for your Peak Design strap, you can just throw them around the loop here. So just like that, and then you attach your camera strap like this. Okay. Yeah, so there's just my camera strap basically acting as the Sling MOD. Oh my god. So you can just drink your water, throw it back around you. Pretty good design. If you were to just use like a normal hydro flask or something and attach them both to the top, it kind of would bounce around, but yeah, when it's attached to either side here, and it's silicone. So they have a bunch of different colors of the loops, but that's basically what they've got going for their mods. And I think they could build onto it a little bit more. Like for instance, think of an ice core. You know those water bottles where built into the lid, there's basically a piece that you freeze that then gets suspended in your liquid. Yeah, but imagine not watery iced coffee just being fed right into you all day. I will link this product below, as well as a playlist of the other analog gadgets that I have covered. And if you enjoyed this video, giving it a like is like giving me a tiny donation, and subscribing is even better. Thank you for watching.